guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers again. Today I'm just working on some small things on my John Deere La105 lawn tractor. As you know, this lawn tractor I got for free, and I got it with a blown engine. So I had repowered this with a Kohler 12.5 engine that runs great. I've been using this for quite some time now. Just getting ready to sell this, at least list it for sale. I had the price up a little too high. I'm going to lower it a little bit, you know, just get rid of it. I never took the front muffler out because with this mower, right, because of the engine that it had a muffler that was connected to the engine and went straight down there. The new engine that I put on here is, first of all, it's a gravity-fed gas tank, right? And also, it has an attached muffler on it already on the other side. As you can see, it's kind of a big muffler, you know? But in the meantime, it bothers me that there's just a loose muffler sitting inside that cradle there. So what I'm going to do is, I want to just remove the muffler, you know? Disconnect this, the lights, tilt the hood a little bit, lift upwards, and the hood just comes right off. It's very easy. As with all muffler bolts, the heat and the rust and then water and stuff all contribute to the bolts being very difficult to get off. Probably one of the most. Today I'm using some penetrating oil from my friends at Lucas Oil Products. I'm just going to put some penetrating oil on these three nuts over here. These three bolts hold the muffler onto the chassis plate over here, right? In addition, there's two smaller bolts that hold this front cover. It's a heat shield, if you will. So I'm going to loosen those two bolts first, right? And bend the heat shield forward a little bit so that the muffler can come out. Then I have to loosen these three bolts to separate the muffler from the mounting plate. They're 5/16. And let's hope that the penetrating oil loosened it up or lubricated it so they'll just come out. That's one. And that's two. Huh, it's not moving at all. That's the problem. It's not moving at all. I can't see anything else that's holding it together. That's weird, man. Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. So it was it's two little latches, I guess, on there. Just bend this down like that. Now you have access to the muffler. These are, I think, 3/8. I might need a wrench because I can't get the impact in there. They're not 3/8. They're actually 10 millimeter. It's very unusual. Like clockwork, man. Never fails me. Lucas Oil penetrating oil. Never fails me. Seriously. Never had a fail with that. This one over here is inside. So I've got a ratchet. Wow, that was awesome. I need a new ratchet wrench. It doesn't click anymore. Yeah, doesn't click anymore. And these are Craftsman too. Remember when Craftsman hand tools were guaranteed for life? Not anymore. It ain't owned by the real Craftsman. Hell with that. I suppose I could have gotten a socket in there. So, you know, I'm just removing this muffler because A, I can sell it. B, probably can use it in a future application. And C, it is extra weight, which you don't need, right? Just sitting in there doing nothing. So, I'm going to remove it. I suppose I could have used this existing muffler if I had the accompanying pipe that goes to this engine, which is difficult to match, you know, because this is not meant for this. This engine was not meant for this tractor. There it is. The goose has laid its egg. Good muffler though. But I was surprised that the bolts came out so easily. Usually you really fight these things, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so mission accomplished on that. I'll just put this plate back on. I suppose you don't need the plate now because, you know what I'm saying? There's no muffler, so you don't need the heat shield, right? However, it looks kind of funny without it. Maybe I should keep it on here, or should I take it off? Because I could easily just take it off and not put it on there. Maybe I should take it off, right? I mean, you don't need it. The hood on there doesn't make any difference. I don't need the heat shield. It'll probably just rattle now, too, you know? You know what? I'm just going to take it off. We don't need it. We really don't need it. Yeah. KK. Just going to put the hood back on now. You can see goes right into these clips here. Pretty easy. Now just connect the lights. There we go. That task is finito. Now what I'm going to try to do is a little bit more difficult and challenging. And it's going to take a little bit of fabrication. So this is what they call the quadrant, right? It's the shifting quadrant for the transmission. You can see this part here is loose from the frame. Just looks bad, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that there are two little plastic tabs that have broken off. The tabs are supposed to go here, you know, inside. So that bothers me a lot, you know. So I'm gonna have to, I don't want to drill a hole here, right? But I can drill two holes here and make some kind of a thing on the inside that go like that. So to get this off, I want to check out what the situation is, and it's difficult to see from underneath. So I'm just going to remove the quadrant and see the situation. So there's probably a screw on the bottom, which I'm going to loosen. You know, I gotta say, it's quite unusual for an American tractor to have 10mm. Because usually it's only the Japanese ones. The Hondas, the Chinese copies, they're 10mm. It's unusual to have, you know, two screws, not screws, bolts, that hold the quadrant together. I mean, I suppose I could have just tightened it down a little bit more to let it not move so much, but because the 2 bolts are here, this is extra long, so no matter what, it's going to do that. Knob is rubber, just comes right off, and the quadrant can come off just like that. So as you can see, the 2 things are there that hold this side onto it. It looks like somebody had tried to duct tape. Oh, that's right. It was me. I tried to duct tape it on there. But duct tape is not going to work because you're shifting all the time. You're using this a lot, so you're moving it around. So you can see over here, it's busted here. So there was like a tab or something that went out like that. That's going to be difficult to fabricate, you know. What am I going to put here that's going to be able to hold it like that? See? I'm going to have to go look around and see if I can find something. So I found like this black, I don't know what it is. Just found in my box of tools. Looks like a button or something like that for something. I don't remember. But it's such that it fits perfectly in this little crevice here. You know what I mean? So I could either crazy glue it here, because plastic to plastic, it bonds very well, right? Or I can put a small little screw in there. Self-tapping. But then I'll have the dot there, the screw top. But being that this is used so often, you know, the shifting, moving it around with pressure and stuff, I don't think the glue will hold. So I'm gonna pop a screw in there. I didn't want to drill a hole on the outside, so I just tapped 2 little holes on the side there to hold that in place, so that this is clean, that there's no holes there, and the tab's sticking out like that, see? Give it a try. Seems a little tight. Alright. Tight's what we want. That's great. Fantastico. And now it's hidden out of the way so nobody can see the screws, right? And it's nicely secured. Just put these 10mm bolts back in. Just feeling for the holes. Plastic, you don't want to do it too tight, like with all your might, because it'll split it. Alright, look at that. Put the shift knob back on. There we go. Yeah. Doesn't move around. Nice. Dunsky. The finishing touches. Dextron Mercon. This is old. Automatic transmission fluid. This stuff works great. If you don't believe me, just give it a try yourself. But I've got a lot of people that swear by it as well. I'm not the one who discovered it. I'm not going to take the credit for it. But my buddy Alan Marshall told me about it. Robert Nighthawk. A lot of people. And when I, say and do it in my videos, they do it too, and they're like, yeah, works great. I don't know. I think this transmission fluid is so old that it doesn't seem to be working as good as the red transmission fluid, because this one was like black, like cherry blood red or something like that, Yeah, this one's not that good. Just maybe if I spread it around a bit, it'll look better. Works especially good for this black plastic part. Really looks neat now. I almost feel like it's staining. Well, you know what? It's the lint from this towel. It's sweat pant material, so probably have to get a cotton one, because you can see the dark lint coming off. You get the picture. This part here. I like the way this tractor's shaped, very modern looking. Good lines, curves, rounded corners and stuff, It's a good looking tractor. That's probably why I like it so much, but I can't keep it all. You just want to keep one, maybe two of your most favorite ones, And I already have two of those. Believe it or not, I do actually sell a lot of stuff. Eventually people will want it, and they will buy it. Right, Boba? When you shine it up like that green really pops, you know what I'm saying? Purrs like a kitten. Hey guys, support my channel.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also, follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next project. Have a great day.